What's happening, what's going on, and welcome back to a brand new episode Surf Talk presented by Salzwasser, Polliola and Deeply. And this week it's a first. It's the first time that whether Paul nor me is hosting one of those episodes on a Saturday. It is the one and only Gerwin. The reason for that is that actually Gerwin had a chance to meet someone very, very special. The one and only Lucas Chumbo Chianca. I'm pretty sure most of you know him from the Big Wave Challenge in Nazare and many other places around the world. But after a quick river surf session at the River Wave in Austria, Gerwin and Lucas sat down and spoke about everything. How it all started back in Rio de Janeiro. How he caught his first big wave in Saquarema, how his first ride was in Nazare, and how they train and how to prepare for the big days out there. And I think it's very interesting, and I can say before it all starts, that he says the physical training is only 50% of what makes you a great big wave surfer. So stay tuned if you want to know what the other 50% are. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Surf Talk podcast. Today I'm here with Lucas Chumbo. Nice to have you here. Thanks for making the time to have the podcast with me. We're here sitting at the River Wave in Austria. You're here with Red Bull. You went to a very busy schedule the last week, I think. And thanks for being here.
It was a pleasure bringing me on this River Wave. It was a dream for me, special to surf a river wave, and especially here in Austria with you guys. I'm just super stoked to make this dream come true. And Austria is just one of the places what I most like in Earth. Actually, this is remind me Ireland. Ireland, I feel it's pure energy like this, but we have the ocean. But here in Austria, we just feel like the nature is so alive, the energy is so pure. So it's always a pleasure to be here. And it was a dream.
Cool. Sure. Glad you're here. Lucas, can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Who I am? Actually, my name is Lucas Chumbo. I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. I became a big wave surfer because I love big waves. I born in Saquarema, which was one of the best and biggest waves in Brazil. And I love to surf bigger waves because I feel more comfortable when it's big. And I grew up surfing Saquarema with my dad. My dad started me on the small waves with 3 years old. So I started really early. And my brother too, he's on the championship tour and represent Red Bull too, so it's pretty sick to see our family just getting all we invest all the time, it just coming back right now. And pretty much I'm glad my dad put me on surf because this is the way I love to live my life, and I'm so proud of all this.
Yeah, cool. So you come from a surfing family background, started with 3 years old, and now you're surfing the biggest waves there is out there, right?
Yes.
That's
my goal, I'm trying to follow the swells around the world, trying to find the biggest waves around the world. And that was one of my dreams, and that's my love, I love to surf big waves, really big ones. And special, that's my main goal, this is move me every day.
How do you become a big wave surfer? It's not that you get up one morning and say, okay, I really want to be a big wave surfer. Or was that always in your mind? Also, when you were surfing the little waves, you were like, I want to go bigger.
Yeah.
How do you become a big wave surfer?
Since I was kid, I was the friend of my friends who pushed everybody to surf the biggest day. So whenever Saquarema was big, I was the guy who, hey, let's go, everybody, let's go. And we're going to get pounded. That's the way we're going to learn, So I'm just so stoked to everything happens on this way because I felt that when I was kid, but I never realized I'm going to become a big wave surfer. Actually, I never knew could be a big wave surfer, just surfing.
Yeah.
Really good surfer, but surfing big waves, So I did all my life the QS, until I was 19. So after the 19, 20, I stopped surfing a little bit professional, and I was like, okay, I need to help my dad, need to go work, I need to move, like, need to movement my life, like it's not going on this way. The QS is not getting me too much money. My dad keep investing on me, but don't want to feel that pressure, keep feeling that pressure. So I just like realized, okay, I need to figure out what is the way what I want to live. Then I went to Mexico. Then I met my coach, Carlos Burle. Then everything started, like right there, I got the biggest wave in Mexico on that year, and I showed up.
Puerto Escondido.
Yeah, Puerto Escondido. And then I showed up my face on the big wave tour. And then Burle, he was there without board, and he used my board. So that was our relationship started. And then he invited me to go to Nazare with him.
Okay.
So Carlos Burle is my coach. He's a 2 times big wave world champion. And I'm just like super proud to have him on my back, because it makes me more comfortable and more like focusing what I want. So it's just like super stoked to have him, and that's what make my dad to feel like comfortable to help me to do big waves. It was 1 year for myself, and that year in 4 months we made it happen, and I got in the tour.
Nice. How do you get good? How do you train as a big wave surfer? It's not like, I guess, you have to train completely different to what another ocean surfer has to train. Or how do you train? How do you get good at big wave surfing?
Like the training for big wave surfing is something where you need to be ready every single day. It's 365 days in a year, so we never know when the wave's gonna come. It's the ocean makes the call. Just the ocean makes the call. So if you're not ready on that day, you're gonna miss that day. You cannot live a day like that again. Maybe you're not gonna see a waves like that again in your life. Maybe you will, but
you never know.
You never know. You just need to be ready for that. So a big wave surfer, he doesn't have a dates like perfect, but we have a busy year, always trying to be ready for the biggest waves in the world. And especially when we have a El Nino year, which is when we have more storms. It's 1 year what you need to be focused in your training 100% with the body ready, and focus in your apnea, focus in your mentality. I think in the big wave surfing, the body is 50%, but the mentality, your mindset's 50%. Because if you have the body ready, you are super ready, super strong, ready to get pounded. But if you're not having your mindset ready for that, you're just gonna get in panic, and boom, happens.
Panic is probably the worst what you want.
Yeah, you never want to get panic.
Yeah.
So
but I guess it's also quite hard to maintain that mental level at all the time. You said 365 days a year, that you're always ready just with your mind. That must be, or can you just get in the focus super quick?
That's the mindset, like I don't, it's hard to be training every single day, every single week, every single month. So sometimes we get a little break, but you have to have your mindset ready, like whenever I need to turn on my mode, I turn on my beast mode, and let's go. Let's get that biggest wave, the biggest barrel. I don't care. Just want to keep doing that, because that's the way I want to live my life.
What was your gnarliest day out in the ocean? What was your best day?
For sure, when I went to Nazare, I discovered what is a big wave.
Yeah.
So there happens a couple of days, like the biggest days I ever seen my whole life, clean, perfect, and huge. But also has couple perfect days, like kind of smaller, but so perfect, which is makes you so happy. It's just like surfing on a perfect trestle, 60 foot with no body. And for me, it's the same surfing Nazare, 30 foot, 40 foot, perfect, both sides, barrel. So that's the way I like to live, That's the way I like to think. I don't think about like the size of the wave.
Yeah.
I just think about like,
it's perfect.
what am I going to do?
Yeah.
what am I gonna do in this one? Should I do backside there? Should I do frontside there?
Backside there, Nazare.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always do backside there because it's easier. The front side's kind of stiff.
Nice. So, was there one specific day which you remember when you were out, like that one day which was epic anywhere?
I think we have like so many days like that. So
You can't put it down to one day.
yeah, one day is just it's so hard, you know. We had amazing days in life, so it's so tough to choose one day. But really, I have one day in Tahiti, which is that day was just like one of the best days of my life, and was a pleasure to be there, a honor, a dream, and everything came on that moment, you know. Like I was there with Justine Dupont and a perfect swell and ready to get barrel, you know, like, and when Raimana arrived to drive us, we was like, okay, this is the dream coming true, you know. Now it's just time to rock.
Now it's time to rock. What if something goes wrong? What do you do then? What's your... First of all, are you scared when you do this stuff?
Always. I think the fear is always there with us. And the fear, it is something which is... For me, he's my best friend.
Yeah?
Yes. When I'm having fear, it's just because I reach my limit. So if I reach my limit, I just want to pass my limit. So the fear is my best friend. When I feel him, it's just because I'm getting there on the limit. And I just want to, okay, you are my best friend. So keep on my side and let's go make this happen. So I always took it on this way. And it's working.
So, but I guess you have safety protocols, or maybe to our listeners who are not so familiar with big wave surfing, what's different to normal surfing?
For sure, on the big wave surfing, we need to be more safe, more calm, more ready for anything. And it's not about one surfer; it's about a whole team. You know, like the driver, the second rescue, the third rescue, the spotter who calls which wave and where you are in the water, the cameras who is capturing everything, and if something happens, they have on the cameras so we can see and learn on that situation. You know?
Okay.
So everything, every person who is in our team on a big wave day is just there to make our safety, to make everybody safe in the water.
Yeah.
So we have radios connecting everyone. And when we lost someone, like I put you on a wave and then I couldn't find you in the back one, the spotter is going to call me. The camera maybe is going to say to the spotter, hey, he's on the right, he's on the left.
Okay.
So this first rescue, which is your pilot, is going to go. The second rescue is looking for you if he miss. And the third rescue is there if something happens, you know.
Okay, so you really work as a team. It's not about that one surfer. It's really about a team, and you look out for each other, and you
always.
You have
actually, big wave surfing just growing like that because we have the safety team always with us, and it's not about just in the water, you know. Around we have the cameras, the spotter, and in land at the beach we have like a buggy ready for rescue the jet skis, rescue us if we need. So it's a whole family which is ready to get you safe out there.
Cool. But your personal gear is a bit different to your normal surfing. I guess the suits are different.
Yes, for sure. We have big suits. We have like wetsuits, like super thick, which is floating a little more.
Okay.
And on the same time, we have the impact vest, which is the foam.
Yeah.
And we have the inflation vest. The inflation vest is the new version of vest, which is we have 4 pools. We say pools, but we have 4 lives under the water. You know, like if you pull one, it's already enough to go up. So you just need to focus in your breath, or hold your breath and pull that thing and hold your breath until you reach the top. You know. So nowadays we're having a lot of big wave surfers. Actually, a lot of surfers surfing big waves. because they are having those skills, you know, like the inflation vest made so many Supermans in Earth.
Yeah.
So it's so fun to see how big waves growing, you know, like
Yeah.
it's
It's
fun.
a thing.
It's a thing which is everyone needs to think about, you know. If you want to do it, but do it with safety. Do
Yeah.
it with like someone looking for you, not getting your inflation vest, your gun, go there, paddle in Nazare. Because if you do that, someone's gonna need to save you
Yeah.
anytime.
Can you
know?
save me? Can you take me on a bigger wave? I think to me this is enough for me.
I hope. Actually, I'm always there for saving everyone and always to save, especially the people who is with me. But
I think
sometimes it's just like we cannot find it. We cannot. It's just so many water. It's the nature in the most extreme situation, and it's not about us, you know. Sometimes it's not about our skills. It's about like how the ocean takes you. You know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So,
sometimes you have better chances. Sometimes you don't have that much.
I can take like anyone to surf Nazare with me in any size of the wave. Like not huge days.
Yeah.
Like until 30-foot days. I can take anyone to surf.
30 foot is not huge.
It's not a huge day. It's a big day. But it's just like about like the way I'm gonna take you in the wave, the way I'm gonna tow you, rescue you, like trying to find a good space in the water to make you live that dream.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna put you like behind the peak because it's something really what we need to grow step by step, you know. And last year we had a really bad situation there, so after that we're learning so much more, and it's always like that day we had like 6 rescues for that guy,
for the same guy.
Yes. So we didn't find him until the 4th wave.
Okay.
So it was something could happen with anyone.
Yeah.
But he pushing himself like to do better on that way. Yeah. I push him in a really good spot behind the peak.
Yeah.
But he was a surfer who has years in doing that and something.
A lot of experience.
One of the guys who teach me how to surf jaws.
Really?
So he was one of my biggest idols, and it was a really tough moment for my life for sure. But I think makes everyone stronger and more ready for every situation. So nowadays we're thinking 100% more in safety than just go out, you know.
Yeah, of course. Makes you remember the days like you told me earlier when you went surfing with your brother and your dad and you had a good time, right?
Yes, for sure. And nowadays I'm just like way more like just worrying more about everyone, you know, like like I don't want to put my dad in a big barrel anymore. I don't want to put my brother on a big monster closeout because I want to see everybody like no hurting, no pain, always alive. So that was a situation for myself, which is I think changed a lot my mindset. And
was also maybe I know you're a young dad, your daughter is 1.5 years old or something?
Yes. Yeah. My daughter has 14 months.
14 months.
And I'm 27 years old, and I'm having another baby now.
Nice.
It's a belly, 8 months baby.
8 months.
And so my wife is pregnant in Brazil, ready to kill me, but she's happy I'm here with Red Bull Ultra.
Did that change maybe your mind as well and your perception with safety with the kid, or did that not make a difference for you?
It's changed a lot, for sure. But I don't think it's the way we surf, but change the way we think before the wave. Yeah. Like we don't want to just like go any wave and say, oh, let's see if this one open for me. It's just like, okay, this one looks open, so I go.
Yeah, it's so smarter decisions.
Smarter decision, more experience, more like it's everything grows on the perfect way, you know.
Yeah.
Like everything, if you go in step by step, it's gonna be perfect. So don't jump any step, just go step by step.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it was the same for me a little bit. I mean, I'm not surfing big waves, but on the mountain, and I kind of had the same with
first time after my daughter born was Tahir, my brother. There was a crazy swell. I got kind of stiff in the water, kind of stuck outside, didn't get any wave. I was kind of,
hesitant.
Yeah, kind of worrying about, don't want to get hurt because my wife is in California with my daughter, so I need to be back.
You want to come home.
I want to come home safe
priority number one.
And ready to help, like I cannot be without one arm anymore.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just like the way I'm thinking right now. And that moment I realized, okay, but this is what I love to do. So I'm the best doing this. Not the best in the world, but like the best for myself and one of the best performances in my life. So I'm ready to do it. So I just click that mode, the beast mode,
and then
and I close my eyes and I drop one of the best waves in my whole life.
Yeah.
On that day when I was the most scary day in one of the most scary days of my life, because I was feeling everything together. My baby, my daughter, my life, everything was all perfect, but on the same time, I was having kind of pressure on my shoulders, and that wave came to me. When it came to me, I just said, okay, this is the wave. When I turned, I looked at that, I said, okay, it's really steep and tall. So I was like, I closed my eyes, I dropped the wave, and when I opened my eyes, I was inside a huge barrel.
Nice.
And I just coming out like, okay, this is one of the waves of my life for sure.
Hey, so how does your day look like? I don't know, you probably don't go surfing every single day. So what's the training plan for a big wave surfer look like? Do you do a lot of weightlifting, a lot of apnoe? Or?
Yeah, actually we train a lot. Like I said before, like we don't think it's hard to be training every single day, every single month to be ready. 365 days in a year, but if you're ready, mindset, you just need to keep doing your stuff, like keep training and keep movement, keep surfing. Anything you do, you are moving, you are getting the time in the water, you are doing something to help your training. But before the season, especially for me, I need to build up my body really strong. I need to get like 5 or 7 kilos more. I need to get really more stiff to get pounded, like.
So you can handle the pounding.
We can handle many pounding.
Yeah, many.
Not one. We can handle like a session with like 10 sets on the head, 10 sets of 6 waves on the head, That's the way we live. Sometimes we don't have choice. We have a 60-minute heat and we need to catch a wave.
Yeah.
You need to catch 2 waves and you take 10 sets on the head, you still need to catch 2 waves. So that's the way we live.
So if I, as a landlocked surfer, if my goal is I want to surf a little bit bigger waves, what's your advice to me?
First of all, for sure, apnea is one of the most things which makes your mindset super strong.
Yeah.
Apnea can build your mindset super quickly.
How long can you hold your breath?
Depends. If I'm like stop under the water on a pool, I can be 4 minutes 45 seconds. But if I'm moving, it's totally different.
Yeah.
And the 4 minutes 45 seconds is after a long time training, open the lung, getting that breath. So when you go inside the water, you can cut that in 4.
Yeah, but
if you have 1 minute, you are super strong already.
1 minute underwater. What was your longest hold down?
Moving.
Yeah.
So you better to be more ready for bigger things than not be ready when something happens.
Yeah. So doing apnoe and then
apnea is the most thing what can build your mindset.
Yeah.
And after you build your body too.
Yeah, okay.
But apnea makes your lungs like more ready for those situations.
And then you're ready with your mind as well if your body is ready.
Yes.
Yeah. What was your longest hold down?
I don't know. I never count that. But sometimes I feel I'm gonna die and it's not even 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't feel I'm gonna die because I'm worrying about something and it's like almost 1 minute.
Oh, really?
No, not 1 minute, but almost 30 seconds.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
But it's not too long, it's more about the violence of the pounded.
Okay. You were in the WSL Big Wave Tour. I think it's a little bit of a different format now. You won Nazare. Can you tell us first?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about how is the format running?
Nowadays, we don't have big wave tour anymore. We have 2 steps.
Okay.
The first step is a paddle step. It's at Jaws, but it's separate contests now. So we don't have a rank right now. Who wins the comp is the world champion there, like.
But it's two competitions.
So it's 2 competitions. Nazare right now is just towing, and Jaws is just paddle.
Ah, okay. So you have one paddling champion and one towing champion.
Yes. So every single year they try to run both. Last year was a weird year. We didn't have that much waves. They didn't choose the good swell. So yeah, we didn't have contest last year. So we are still waiting this contest. Now the format is kind of weird, but I think it's just growing. Just like the surfing is going on the Olympics, so it's taking a lot of eyes on that.
Yeah.
So big wave surfing is kind of on the side, but no worries, we are doing our job.
And you work as a team. Is that still the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
We always work as a team, and for sure on the contest, I'm trying to always push my partner on the best waves, and he's trying to push me on the best waves. And we know if we win the comp, we're gonna win everything,
And so you win as a team, and then as a...
Yeah, first of all, we win as a team, and then who surfs better wins as a surfer.
Ah, okay.
So...
And you won both
I
as
won
a team?
The last 2 I won as a team and as a surfer, and the first one I won as a team, and Kai won as a surfer.
So you and Kai are one team?
Yeah, we won all the competitions in Nazare.
Oh, nice.
In towing and in paddle.
In paddle, there's no team.
I won one and I got second another one.
But in the paddling, there's no
teams.
No, you don't need a team there. It's
paddling. It's yourself in the lineup, paddling into those big monsters, and you have the safety team rescue looking for you, but it's not your team. It's different. That's why I like so much the towing. Towing, you have your team, your own family looking for you.
Okay. And paddling is more like you have one safety team for all the surfers.
Yeah, actually, when it's a normal day, not a contest, we have our safety team. But when it's a contest, we have the contest safety team. So they just go when they want. But it's good.
Nice. So, of course, you ride different boards for paddling and towing, but how are the boards different to what a standard surfer is riding on the ocean?
Actually, I have all the type of boards. Between the 511, which is my smaller board for small wave, 510, and to my 1111, which is my paddle gun in Nazare for the biggest day. 1111. And that's like how crazy it is big wave surfing, like you need to be ready every single day, every single day, every single size. You need to be ready with your equipment. So how many boards do you think I travel?
I don't know.
So not too many, because I'm leaving a couple boards around the world. So that's my plan. I'm leaving a couple boards to be ready always with those backups. And I just traveling with 4 or 5, 10 boards, depends where I go.
Because I guess traveling with an 1111 is quite hard.
Yeah, traveling with that one is impossible. Almost.
So it's built in Portugal.
It's built in Portugal and live in Portugal. Yeah. So it's like that we do. And when I bring one gun to Hawaii, just like bring it and leave it because it's better. Yeah. So sometimes we have couple airlines which just don't let you put in.
Yeah, of course.
You can pay $1,000 and they don't let you.
They don't let you bring your boards on.
So that sucks sometimes, and that's our life. You need to get ready for that.
And the towing boards, they are much smaller, I think. They're much shorter.
Yes, the tow boards are really small. They are 5'10", 5'11", 6'0".
Yeah.
The only thing they change is just the weight.
Weight?
My 5'10" is my 3 kilos, my 5 kilos. And then I jumped to the 511, which is my 7 kilos, my 9 kilos.
Okay.
And then I jumped to the 6-0, which was my 10 kilos for
10
the
kilos.
biggest day, ever. Actually, the biggest day ever, I have a 6'4", 12 kilos.
12 kilos.
But those, I never use that board because I think it's too much.
Okay. So a normal board has around 2.5 kilos, and you're surfing with a 10-kilo board.
Yes.
How do you get that board so heavy? Is that glass so heavy? Or?
Yeah, the glass is pretty heavy, but also we make some holes on the bottom of the board to put the lead inside. So my nickname is Chumbo. Chumbo means lead.
Ah, okay.
And there is a lot of chumbo inside my board. So that
better in the board than in your body.
Yeah, it's part of me, you know. Like when I'm surfing on my toe board, it's part of myself. I'm just in love with my toe boards. So perfect, so insane, and the way they are the constructions they are building my board is just insane.
Yeah.
They're putting Kevlar, they're putting carbon, they're making the blanks with a perfect stringer, different stringer on the nose of the board, bigger stringer on the middle. So it is a big
high tech
technology and developed like between me and my shaper, my factory, which is in Portugal. You know where it is. And it's super good to work with good people and good factories, good guys which they want to work, you know. So Dylan Longbottom is one of the best big wave surfers in Earth, and now as a shaper, he just like knows everything what I say. You know, when I say, this board is pinching a little bit here. I know why. Just this, and the next one just become perfect. So it's insane how we have that connection, and how the Portugal Surf Factory just make my board so perfect. Like it's the best boards I ever had in my whole life, for sure.
Yeah, it's good. I think especially you need a strong partner on the other side, a strong shaper, a strong factory that really knows what they're doing, especially in that kind of field. You don't want equipment failure when you're in Nazare or somewhere else. You
don't want to break a fin box on the bottom turn.
Yeah, maybe we can learn anything from each other, maybe from river surfing. Sure. It's a different kind of
I think when you have time to go on the factory, you're gonna like, because it's just like the way they work is so good, and they just develop so many new stuffs. So it's just nice to bring new stuffs for here too. I think this is the future, the exchange between sports, and like Kai Lenny, he does so many sports, so he just brings so many tricks from many sports. So that's the future.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I know that a dream came true for you lately. You've been to the Yeeeewww.
Yes, that was my dream.
Yeah,
the dream just happened, and it was a insane year for me. You know, we didn't have a WSL contest, but we had the Eddie. And I had like such a good position there, and I finished in 9, but it was good because it was just Hawaiians, you know, like to be 9 in that contest for me, it was super special. I guess like I hope the next time I do better and goes to the top 4, but I did my best, and I did one of the best waves I ever had in my whole life.
Nice. And didn't Mason Ho almost kill you?
That one of my best waves ever, for sure. That
Mason
drop
Ho
was
dropped
insane.
In on you.
They dropped on my wave, and I look at him. I said, I hope he don't fall my board. So made it. When I made it, I just like survived, and then I was happy for the wave, not because he fall. I was happy just because I make that wave.
Yeah, you were. You had hands
made
up,
it.
Mason got.
But like the best trophy for me on that contest was when I got back from that wave.
Yeah.
I arrived in the lineup, and then Shane Doria, my biggest idol in big wave surfing. He just came to me and said, "Hey, Lucas, that was the most mental backside drop I ever seen my whole life.
Nice.
Did you make that?" And I said, "For sure, I made that."
Sure did.
And he was like, "Oh my gosh, can't believe." So those moments in my life, just it's everything for me, you know. Like when your hero just become true and say, hey, you did such a sick airdrop. Or it's when we have a heat with those guys, you know, like, and we win, it just dream come true.
I bet. I found one other incident where you had a crash in Nazare with a jet ski. I think you were at the back of the jet ski.
No, I was on the front of.
You were in the front.
I was driving the ski. Actually.
You were driving.
Yeah, I went to rescue Kai on the rocks, and then when I rescued him, I just tried to run from the way, but it was kind of white water. The ski didn't run that much. So I got stuck on the lip and I went up, and then I flipped the ski.
Oh,
There was a crazy moment, especially because it was in the middle of the comp, and happens. Sometimes happens.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
Okay.
I wish I had more skis, so I was more okay, you know, because that was on the middle of the comp, and I didn't have another ski, so I need to figure out another ski. But luckily, I have many friends in Nazare who can help me always. And Nazare Waterfront is always there whenever we need the ski.
Hey, thank you very much. I have 5 rapid fire questions now for you. So the idea is that you answer them as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Small waves or big waves?
Big.
Stupid question.
Big.
So if it would happen that you could only choose one more location wave to surf, what would it be?
Chiahupu.
Yeah?
For sure.
That was very quick. If you could only choose one surf session with someone.
Hard one.
Hard one.
One surf session with someone.
Nick Sander
One
is
surf,
pointing to
sorry.
him.
Yeah, Nick. I wish when I get good here, we're gonna do a good session. But for sure, the session of my dreams is Tahiti big with my brother.
Nice.
We did.
You did it already?
We did already, but we need one more. More.
Okay, now you were growing up in Brazil. Think back when you were 10 years old. What did you want to become as a 10-year-old?
Become a world champ. I just want to become a world champion surfing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With 10 years old already, you knew what you wanted.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I want to surf on the best I can and reach my goal.
Nice.
But I was thinking about small waves. Not a big wave.
Not a big wave. Okay, so now imagine you're on an island and there's nothing like on a desert island. There's not much there. And we used to bring a book, but books are, now we have phones, right? But on that phone, only one website works. What's the website?
Surf forecast.
Yeah. But you're already there. You can't go anywhere else.
Surf forecast, just to see if we go to the left side, to the island, to the left, to the west side, to the island, to the north, east, south, just to know where is the point.
All right, Lucas, thank you very much for the podcast. I'm happy that we made it. And thank you also for the surf session at the Real Wave today.
Thank you guys to bring me on this dream. The river wave is such an insane wave and I can't wait to get this bigger. And for sure, thank you guys to rescue me on the APC. Thanks, Nick, to teach me how to surf this wave. And hope to see you soon in the factory.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
See you. Ciao.